Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and today we've got some pretty cool stuff to go through. So we have interesting confirmation with regards to a bit of the gamification side that's going to be coming to VeVe. Along with that, I just wanted to go through another update regards to the tech side and just kind of what we had heard from David Yu himself during the Frank Koza KMA with regards to expanding the technology, and then on top of that, kind of in the Al Khan interview where they discussed a little bit on the tech side as well. So that's pretty cool, and I just wanted to wrap up with the price of today because we have seen some interesting movement. Now, firstly, if we just go straight to the LinkedIn page of Ecomi. Now, here what we can see is if we scroll down, one of the advisors, Cam Punia, he is the founder of Pixion Games. Now, one of the members of Ecomi, David Yuntz, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that his surname, but he's like one of the kind of other members on the team. If we can maybe just find him here. Let's see, should be around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So he's the consultant, a consultant for Ecomi. Now, a little while ago, he had said, he couldn't reveal too much regarding the gamification side, but he said specifically, you're going to be kind of jumping, dodging, rolling around when you kind of like find out what's being developed on and when it's fully released. Now, interesting choice of words, because what he's described is the exact same words used in this game here. And what I think is pretty cool is this is obviously by Pixion Games, which is by none other than Cam Punia, and he is the founder of Pixion. So interesting stuff there. Now, what I wanted to just show you guys is this game is a kind of sort of MOBA sort of game, similar to League of Legends from what I've seen. So you're in two separate teams, and it looks kind of like, you collect these coins, tokens. So what I'll do is I'll just show you guys what it looks like quickly. Okay, there you go. So that was a look of Bash Arena. Now, I believe that this could allow us to add some form of utility, assuming that this is going to be, linked to VeVe. I believe maybe the OMI token could be used in this game as well, because we've already seen gamification with Zedrun, for example, which is another NFT project. You basically bet your tokens, and you have a virtual horse which gets involved in a virtual race, and it runs through some simulations. It will select a random simulation and then play it out, and then you'll see if your horse wins, and the better stats your horse has, the more chance it has of winning, and you kind of breed them for stats as well. So quite a lot of cool stuff. Now, what I did also want to share is we have some pretty interesting confirmation with regards to AR. Now, CryptoKaki, he shared this, just kind of a little bit of a discussion on AR glasses, and Ecomi replied and said, as soon as consumer-friendly AR glasses are available, the game will change. Now, what I found pretty interesting is retail, AR glasses for retail users is being developed in order to make them cheaper and more accessible. And the same thing kind of happened with, smartphones. Initially, they were really expensive, and eventually they rolled out, and now, pretty much anyone can get a smartphone. So what I quite like is, at the moment, the AR industry is kind of being propped up by, big names such as Facebook, Google. I believe what VeVe's play here could be is to bring on board a lot of users onto their mobile app, and then get them kind of hooked. And then from there, use their kind of user base as leverage in order to form partnerships with tech companies where they can kind of, launch AR glasses with, maybe one of VeVe's applications as being a kind of launch app for these AR glasses, so that there's already some kind of user base that wants to buy them and use them. And I think that would be a perfect pitch. And in the Alcon interview, if you go back and have a look, they said that they are working on partnerships with tech companies in order to kind of expand their offering in this area. So there's definitely a lot of stuff going on with regards to AR and increasing, that user experience. And I'm pretty sure, some of the licensors, they may already be in the loop, because Marvel, for example, they said that, they want to bring an incredible experience, and that vision kind of lines up with what VeVe's trying to do. Now, we may not know what that is, but, clearly if Marvel sees something there, which is pretty huge brand, then there's something there that's, probably pretty cutting edge. So another cool one. And what I'll do is I'll show you guys a quick look at AR for multiplayer. So there's something called like Microsoft's Mesh, and it's essentially a way of interacting between multiple users within AR. And I believe that's kind of going to be another step, is you can kind of see someone else's NFTs in AR, they can see yours, you can interact with each other, and it's all going to be this kind of like cross mesh network of users sharing, interacting with things, interacting with each other, just to kind of like improve that experience.
Great things happen when we commit to something bigger than ourselves.
Let's take a closer look at it.
Microsoft's annual Ignite Developer Conference is now underway, and there was just some huge news about the HoloLens. At long last, full multi-user AR is here. During the keynote speech, technical fellow Alex Kipman revealed Microsoft Mesh, a new toolset for developers to integrate full multiplayer support into apps for HoloLens and beyond. Now, we've seen multiple HoloLenses being used in the same environment before. The crucial thing about Mesh is that it lets users access the same content and spaces from anywhere in the world. We got an early look at the feature last week in a showcase app named Phoenix. It's a collaboration app with a familiar set of features like sharing 3D assets and being able to draw just like in Tiltbrush. But it's pretty incredible to access this toolset in AR. Passing objects between users was incredibly intuitive, and I could move a virtual table anywhere in my room and the other avatars would move along with it.
Okay, now lastly, what I just wanted to touch on is the price of today. So interesting movement. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in here. So what I will do is I'll just extend this trend line here. Okay, and also if I just grab this, maybe just make this bright green. Okay, so we have an interesting trend going on here. So we came below this trend line. We basically broke, retested, and then on one more touch we broke and retested, and then that was good for a continuation to the upside. We built in quite a lot of support, and now we are essentially this line of resistance here. We are now currently testing here. So this is the 0.35 cent range, and I believe once we can break 0.35 cents, we're going to move up to 0.4 cents, and then when we break 0.4 cents, we can then move towards 0.5 cents. So when do I see that happening? Well, I suspect that will happen this month with the kind of Comic-Con catalysts, with a potential exchange that's still on GoChain, although I'm just going to discount that. And I believe we should also see some more good news regards to upcoming drops, because I believe there was supposed to be another drop this week that just happened, but we only had the Ghost Trap drop. So that drop may be delayed, and we should hear some more kind of press coverage with regards to the LOL partnership as well. Just because, you know, with Marvel as well, it just took a little while to kind of really start to ramp up and get people, you know, brought onto the platform. So we definitely have quite a few catalysts to look forward to. But at the moment, we are sat at a, you know, we have had a pretty good move to the upside, and now we just sat around here in this region of support, this 0.35 cent range. So I'm pretty happy if we just hang around there for a while, consolidate, and then we can have another push. I don't like this kind of movement that we had earlier here. We just shot up. We were way overbought, and yeah, I expected a kind of pullback correction, but then we just overcorrected. So yeah, I'm not a fan of these kind of plays. I prefer, you know, steady growth, but you know, there you go. So that's pretty much everything I want to go through with you guys today. As always, please do like and subscribe to support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.